Every empire, every government promises that your money is safe. Trust us, your future is guaranteed, they say. But history repeatedly tests these promises. From Rome to France, from the American Civil War to modern Lebanon, people have watched their savings vanish, their salaries become meaningless, and systems they believe secure collapse overnight. Financial collapses are not rare. In fact, collapse is the rule. The real question is, when the collapse comes, how will you protect yourself? Imagine this. You check your bank account, your paycheck is in your pocket, you feel secure. But money is not a rock. Money relies on trust, and trust can disappear overnight. History has shown this time and time again. For centuries, states tied money to precious metals, gold, silver-plated coins, tangible and secure assets. Over time, however, governments came to think money is the promise of the state. Its value was no longer based on metal, but on government guarantee. When governments, faced with debt, war, and crises, first responded by printing money, everything changed. Printing money may solve short-term problems, but in the long run, it destroys trust. History offers countless examples of this. Take Germany in the 1920s. Having lost World War I, burdened with massive reparations, and economically devastated, the government printed money in unlimited quantities. The result? The mark became virtually worthless. People carried their pay in suitcases, racing to buy bread, losing their savings. Paper money meant nothing. Trust had vanished. The lesson? Paper money can become worthless when the system collapses. Real value lies in tangible assets. War is one of the greatest triggers of financial collapse. During the American Civil War, the North and South followed different strategies. The South, desperate to finance the war, printed graybacks. The result? Soldiers' pay lost value before they could spend it, and prices skyrocketed. People realized the money in their hands could no longer buy even basic necessities. The North used greenbacks, paper money, not backed by gold. In the short term, it worked, but in the long run, the safest assets were still tangible: gold, food, land. In France, the assignats of the 1790s were issued to support the revolutionary government. Initially valuable, constant printing soon rendered them worthless. Bread queues formed in Paris streets. Prices spiraled out of control. Once again, paper money depends on trust. And when trust collapses, so does its value. Global examples also exist. In 1997, Thailand's currency, the baht, collapsed, triggering a domino effect across Asia. Investors pulled out, banks failed, local currencies crashed. This showed that no matter how strong a currency appears, external shocks, debt, and speculative actions can burst the bubble easily. So, what does history teach us? Relying solely on paper money and bank accounts is not enough. Gold and precious metals, land and real estate, production-based tangible assets, physical commodities, and food all provide security during crises. Throughout history, the wealthy and survivors were those who understood this principle. They did not trust paper promises. They invested in tangible value. The 2008 financial crisis, the COVID-19 pandemic, and Lebanon's 2019 to 2021 crisis demonstrated this again. Banks failed, currencies collapsed, and ordinary people lost their wealth. Yet gold, real estate, offshore assets, and productive capital retained value. History clearly tells us trusting paper money is an illusion. Those who survive are aware of the system's fragility and hold tangible assets and productive capacity. Every crisis is both a disaster and an opportunity. Those prepared protect their wealth and seize opportunities. Those unprepared watch their savings evaporate. The security of your money lies not in paper at the bank, but in assets that create real value and in your own preparation. History repeats itself. Those aware prosper and those unaware suffer.